Hey guys, Jason here. So I thought I would try out my new amp gauge. So right now, you see right here, 4-mile-an-hour wind speeds. Nothing. 7-mile-an-hour peak. So we're talking pretty, well, 6-mile-an-hour now. But we're talking pretty low winds. So let me show you. What I did was the wire coming off of the positive side here comes up, and I cut it in half, and I ran it over. You see, trying to follow it. Here we go. It runs up to this the shunt, or whatever they call these things. Anyway, and then that runs up here and around, and down here runs into my amp gauge and hooks into the back of that thing with little terminals and stuff. Anyway, what I did was I unhooked my solar. This is my solar coming in. So I took that, unhooked all of that, and so you see this is my voltmeter. Nothing on it. This way I could see in these low winds. If I do get any amperage. And right now, well, you see it's not even spinning. But so this is I'm just gonna hang out here and drink some beer. And I quit smoking, but I switched to one of these electric cigarettes just so I can get some nicotine, and it's helped. I stopped smoking lunchtime on Wednesday. So this looks kind of like a cigar. This is actually the best working electronic cigarette I've found for people like me who were smoking almost 2 packs a day. This actually really works. It's helping me a lot. I haven't had a cigarette since like lunchtime Wednesday. That was the last cigarette in my pack, and I decided I'm not going to smoke no more, and I'm using this. And so it's working for me. It does give me the nicotine I need, but not all the bad chemicals in the smoke of the cigarette. So anyway, that has nothing to do with my waiting for the wind and seeing how my amp gauge works. It blew up. It's like earlier, just a little bit ago. You can see my graph down here. That first pop, one up from the bottom. That's a graph that shows that I did get some 10-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and this thing did go up to about, I don't know, around 10 mile an hour. It was between 1 and 5 amps in here, so it went up a little bit. So that lets me know that I have it wired the right direction. I have the wiring set right. So I want to. I can't leave this out all night long because I don't want it to get wet and ruined. But this is just, like I say, my test setup. But I am curious to whether or not I'm getting any amps in low wind speeds. Remember, this is my wind. So whenever I show this, and I might forget to mention, whoops, turn it again. I might forget to mention that this over here is my wind speed, and my wind gauge is up there on the roof, right next to the big guy. So winds are starting to pick up a little bit, so I might be able to get some video of this guy, the little 500 down here, and see if I can see what he does for amps in these low wind speeds. I've been kind of curious myself. Wait a minute, what do we got here? Is it going to be enough to start it? It does this, it's just messing with me, just messing with me. It's the way the winds are around here in the summertime. I don't, you know, there's nothing going on really in summertime, but you know, it's a good time to just drink some beers and experiment and have fun with my setup. And you know, and then it gives me ideas of how to improve it, or you know, how to set up my charge station better, because I mean, we're not even into July yet, and that's when summer really kicks off around here. I don't know, we've had a really good year this year, but you know, normally it's not this nice during this time of year. Normally it takes till after the 5th of July before we actually get some decent sun. So I'm really happy with this year. Yeah. Damn wind, you know. But I want to see. I want to, waiting for it. Wait, is it gonna go? No, not yet. Let's see if the guy on the roof's gonna go. No, he's not gonna go yet. Just not quite enough wind. Yeah, well, there's a little bit of wind today, so there's it's promising. I might be able to do my experimenting and check my new amp gauge. I'm excited about that because here's my 11 blade hub. Once I get the permanent fix on that guy, I think I'll switch to 11 blades again. They do start up sooner in low winds, but I don't know, the 9 blade seems to work almost as good. So I might just leave the 9 blade on there. No reason to really take the time to switch it out again. It takes a lot of time. It's a lot of screws or bolts. Anyway, but yep. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just messing around, and I want to see what I get for amperage. There's my volt gauge and then my amp gauge. You know, nothing's going on right now. We're talking 4-mile-an-hour winds. So if it starts picking up again tonight, I'll shoot another video and I'll show you if I can get some winds. But yeah, it takes around 8-mile-an-hour winds before it actually starts showing up on the amp gauge, anything. And then you know, yeah, 10-mile-an-hour winds, you're putting up a decent amount of power into the grid tie. And well, the batteries are fully charged, so they're not absorbing any power right now. But it'll be going all into my little grid tie. This is only a 250 water. You know, I don't have to worry about it overpowering this because I'm only getting really low winds. So but in the winter time I'll have to hook this up properly and not just have it laying around on my trailer out in the open and stuff. So anyway, I'm sorry guys for just going on and on about nothing. Alright, bye.